Hey guys, it's LSuperSonicQ here with another clay tip. So today we're going to be mixing some clay. Now, back a few years ago, I used to, well actually many years ago, I used to think that this was like impossible and that you couldn't actually mix clay colors together to get a new color. However, it is possible. And it's not as complicated as it might seem, and maybe I don't even need to do a tutorial about this, but I wanted to show it because, like I said, I used to think it didn't exist, and it actually can, create a much wider range of colors, when you're sculpting. And in my opinion, by mixing colors, it gives your clay a little bit more variety and character. Like, if you were to buy a 30 color pack sampler from Sculpey, and say you sculpted like 10 models using the same few colors they gave you, all your models will kind of look the same. But this way, I noticed, I've just made a couple models like this in recent past. If you mix clay, then your models will have kind of a unique color that you can't necessarily just buy from Sculpey or from anywhere else, unless you were to paint it with like acrylic paint. But if you're just sculpting with colored clay, then you're not going to be painting it. So I just want to give a few tips about this and stuff. So pretend we want to make like a lighter green, okay, like a really pale green or something. So of course, just like mixing paints, what you want to do is you want to use less of the darker color and more of the lighter color. So I have white and green here, and if I want to make a light green, then I'll take less of this and kind of mix it with this white, maybe a little more. And what you really have to do, and this is again probably why way back many years ago I used to think this didn't work, is because I wasn't mixing it right. I'd do this for like 2 seconds and be like, oh look, it didn't work. The green is just kind of mushing into the white. But if you work it, and what I find the best technique is, instead of don't roll it into a circle or anything, what you want to do is kind of use your thumb and push it up. As you can see, the color is starting to blend together a lot better. So if we keep doing that, eventually we will get a lighter green color, and I'll demonstrate with a dark color as well. And this not only works for different shades of colors, but it also works for creating actual colors. If you needed a green, you could mix a blue and a yellow and you'd get a green. And I can demonstrate that too. So like I said, it does take a bit of time, especially depending on how much you're going to be mixing at one time, but I think this is good enough for the demonstration. So here is our light green that we made, and here is the other green, and let me get some white for comparison. A little more white. It's kind of stuck. Alright. So here's the white, here's the light green, and here is the more vibrant green. And we just made the middle color. Okay, so now I'll showcase it with a darker color. Actually, you wanna know what? Yeah, let's do that. So now I'll take some black and some green. So in this case, the black would obviously be the darker color, so you would need less of it. So we probably only need a very small amount, because black is such a powerful color when you're mixing and stuff. I might even use some more green. Let's put some more green in there. And then this should create a darker green. Probably similar to this color that Sculpey would give you. However, it's going to have a slightly different color to it, and you'll feel a bit of gratification that, hey, I made this color myself. You can't just go down and buy it at AC Moore. So like I said, that pushing up technique works really well. And then after this, I will demonstrate mixing two colors together to get, a third actual color that isn't just shades. So, long story short, here was the green, here's our dark green, and here's the black. And like I said, we pretty much did make this color, except in real life it is a little bit lighter. You probably couldn't make these colors exactly, or maybe you could, but why would you? Because they're kind of in the block already. And now, like I said, we will make a color. What clay do I have at my disposal here? I just have this huge box of clay, and there's just a bunch of stuff in it. Alright, we're going to try and make an orange. So I have some red here, and I also have some yellow. And we're going to try and make some orange. So, red is the darker color in this case. You do not need a lot of red, but here's some yellow. And now, we're going to make orange. And like I was kind of, doing but not explaining, if you need some more colors, then just, add in more color. And then within due time, you will have an orange. And I usually only mixed one color, but I can almost guarantee you that if you mix one color together, like we're mixing the red and the orange or the red and the yellow right now to get orange. If you added white to this orange or black to this orange, then you would, get a lighter or darker color. Okay, so here's the orange we made. Here's the red. Do I have more of that yellow? I do. And here's the yellow. So as you can tell, the middle is definitely not red. And just for the fun of it, guys, we're going to add some black to this to get it a little darker. So black is the darker color in this case. We need less of it. And if we do this right, then we should get a dark orange. And it's going to, I guess, also save you some money too. Because I guess if you're like good enough and you want these custom colors, then you could just buy like primary colors. Instead of buying a 30 color pack sampler, which is like 20 bucks or so, you could just buy the, I think they're 2-ounce blocks. Yeah, they're like 2 ounces and they're like this thick instead of the really thin kind you get in the color pack sampler. You could buy these and then just mix all your colors together. However, that is a lot of work in some cases, especially if you were to mix all your colors. But oh, I should have pulled out some of the orange before I mixed it all together. But essentially, we get kind of a darker orange color, which, oh, nice! Some fell off. So check it out. There's the dark orange on the right and the lighter orange on the left. So there's definitely a variation in color. There, we almost actually made a brown. I guess that's what you get if you mix orange with black. Would be brown. So we just made brown. Right like that. Alright, so that's essentially the color mixing tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. I hope it helps you in your clay endeavors. And until the next video, it's been